Hi guys, and welcome to another Ace Tanker in the E-100. Now, the previous Ace Tanker was brought to you using the mouse gun. What's different with this particular replay is that I have finally unlocked. I have gotten the 65,000 free XP I needed to. I ground out the 65,000 XP using the mouse gun, and I unlocked the 150mm final gun for the E-100. This was a game played on stream, and this was one of my first games with the 150mm gun. As I explain, anytime I unlock something new, I want to test it. So in this particular game, I am testing the 150mm by not firing any premium ammo. With the mouse gun, I had to fire some premium ammo now and again, in fact quite a lot of the time, and I just want to test the 150mm to see how it performs with just standard AP. I ended up on Himmelsdorf in a 55%er, and here we go. So I've spawned pretty close to the top of the hill. Normally, in a tank like the E-100, I would like to head down the 8 line, but because I've gotten a spawn quite near the top of the hill, I figure that I'm going to go up here, I'm going to bully, and I'm going to push the pace. I am top tier heavy, need to be on the front line, need the enemy tanks to be shooting at me and not my teammates. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll get to the top of the hill eventually. But I have to say, I am enjoying the E-100 with the 150mm gun. We have... ooh, a little bit of lag. We have 235mm of penetration with 750 alpha damage. The premium ammo is pretty good. 335mm of penetration and again 750 alpha damage. But I don't want to fire any premium in this game. So, made it to this corner. Unfortunately, the E50M and the Centurion are working the corner like I wanted to. There's a Borsig in the background, but I decided to go for a side shot on the E5. Unfortunately, he pens me in the lower glacis at a really extreme angle. Really surprised that shot went in, but I still managed to do 729 alpha damage to him. So next up is the M103, going for his commander's catch. And get another nice shot in with standard AP, 660 damage. Rolled rather low on that particular shot. So, looking for that machine gun port on the E5. Don't want to advance too far. So our team are starting to flank around the other side of the church up here. So T-34 is advancing and I pull back to prevent him getting a shot in my lower glacis. ST-1 is still down here. I'm wondering if I can pen his commander's hatch, and then I notice that the E5 is not looking my way, but then he decides to turn back towards me. But it's a bit of a stalemate, and I'm wondering maybe if I should push the pace, and I decide to. So I decide to reverse angle this E5. And there we go. Reverse angle, he bounces, get a shot into his machine gun port. ST-1 bounces on me, and I've got my first kill of the game, and now I can advance, now I can push, now I can be a bully. Now I can do my job as top tier heavy. So go for a side shot on the IS-8. Shot goes a little bit to the right, but still pens for another 687 damage. Again, another low roll. T-62A at the bottom of the hill. I'm wondering if he's going to poke. He's just fired. Is he going to poke again? Yes, he is. So I get a shot into his side for 735. So a lot of my shots have rolled low. In fact, I've only rolled one high roll with the gun so far. A lot of low rolls. And then I notice the KV-4 down here, and I'm not too worried about the T-34, so I'll take a shot, kill him on the move, and now it's a test of the heavy tanks. KV-4, very heavy tank, E-100, very heavy tank. Who's going to win this ram battle? And I guess I do, slightly. I do 270 ram damage to him, he does 180 ram damage to me. So that's disappointing. Tier 10 heavy versus a tier 8 heavy, and I thought I'd do more damage with the ram, but didn't. I finish off the KV-4 with a shot through his machine gun port, and continue to advance down the hill. So I'm on almost 4,000 damage with 3 kills so far. So we've pretty much won this flank. A lot of enemy tanks on the other flank. We're doing quite well. I'm going to speed it up here because the next part of the game is quite boring until I get into position. So my plan is to head over the D line, just in case any of the enemy tanks decide to flank. I want to head up here and hit them from the north. But we're not spotting anything, and the enemy team are starting to cap. They probably should have started to cap a long time before now, but they've left it too late. So we're moving up into position. I'll speed it back down to normal speed. There's a T-32 and a T-62A around this corner. And again, I'm angled slightly coming around this corner. Get a lovely shot into the T-32. He wasn't looking at me. Set him on fire. He had a fire extinguisher. T-62A, firing gold, manages to pen my lower glacis at an extreme angle. Really, really surprised he was able to get a shot in. So again, I'm angling, I'm side scraping. Was hoping for the T-62A, but the T-32 was there, and I get a shot into him. So again, I'm at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to try and side scrape this T-62A. And yet again, he managed to put a shot straight through my lower glacis at an extreme angle. Really, really, really disappointing. Of course, why bother flanking tanks and playing your tank to its strength when you can just fire gold? But anyway, yeah, ST1 shot into his side. He wasn't focused on me. We ended up getting another 716 damage. So again, still rolling very, very low on most of my shots. ST1 is dead, and this T-62A is the last remaining tank. So I'm going to try and advance on him. And he's retreating. He's running away. And now you're about to encounter some RNG at its best. So I see him on the mini-map. He's advancing. I'm going to set up an ambush. There we go. Rear of a T-62A. Fire before I was slightly fully aimed, but the entire T-62A was in my aiming circle, and the shot goes nowhere near. So that was my first opportunity to kill him. He's still running away. Speed it up again. Again, not firing. Haven't fired a single premium shot in this game. So he's advancing across the middle. Set up an ambush. Aim carefully. Lead the target perfectly and track him for absolutely no damage. And again, he's able to put shots through my lower glacis. And again, he takes out my engine. So fully aimed, side, and killing shot yet again, tracks with no damage. 3 killing shots on that T-62A, and none of them could kill him. Welcome to World of Tanks, folks. So that was an ace tanker with the 150mm gun, and I have to say it performs a lot better than I was expecting. I was expecting to have to fire quite a bit of premium like I did with the mouse gun, but no, if you can aim for weak spots, this gun performs perfectly fine without the need for premium. As well as the ace tanker, I picked up high caliber and steel wall. Finished top on XP with 1299, 5,812 damage with 4 kills. I fired 13 shots, 12 hits, 12 penetrations. Gun performed really, really well. I do have to say, a little bit of RNG at the end let it down, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Received 13 hits. 5 of them were non-penetrations. A lot of the enemy tanks were able to penetrate me through the lower glacis, even at extreme angles, and that was a little bit disappointing, but Regardless, we damaged 8, destroyed 4, and did 1,857 assistance damage. Because I wasn't firing any premium in that game, I ended up earning 46,000 credits. For a tier 10 heavy, that's pretty good. I earned 1948 XP times 2 with a premium account, which left me on 3,896. Yes, I think I like the 150mm gun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.